What's good, you guys? Will here from PSYCHONAUT Visions, signing back in once again. Come at you guys with another video today. Just went for a good run, so it's sweating a little bit, got the body flowing, and I'm going to be talking about social anxiety. Social anxiety, I don't think is something that anybody can say they're immune to. Everybody goes through it at one point or another, but some people have it a lot worse than others. And I myself am one of those people. I've always struggled with social anxiety, and it's something that has held me back from talking to friends, talking in groups with strangers, talking to girls, and there's a reason why I wanted to make this video today. So one of our recent videos was a podcast that Alex and I did with a guy named Northwood Shaman. Great guy, and it was a great conversation. But one of the things about this conversation was I did not talk for the first 30 minutes, and I was just sitting there the whole time, and I felt this pressure, this anxiety just building up on me more and more and more and more to say something. And part of it was because ideas weren't really flowing to me that well. But another reason was every time I would have a chance to say something and come up with an idea of something to say and go off on, I would lose my opportunity, and then they would go on to something else, and I was just too shy, too scared to say anything, because this was the first time that I actually talked to Northwood Shaman. And it's just whenever I'm around strangers or someone that I'm talking to the first time, especially in a group setting where there's someone else there that I know personally, and then one of the other people in the group is someone that I don't know, have never talked to, and I'm unfamiliar with, I get this anxiety, and it's hard for me to talk. I never take advantage of a chance that I get to speak. And someone at some point is always like, are you going to say something? You know, they basically force me into the conversation. And oftentimes that is the way that I get involved. And I went home last night, and started looking back at the conversation we were having. And I was just like, damn, I really did not talk much at all. It was mainly just them two. I kind of felt bad about it. But instead of dwelling on it, instead of sitting there saying, man, I'm just not gonna make it in this world. I'm not gonna be able to survive if I have this anxiety all the time socially. I saw it as an opportunity, and I think that that's the thing. Oftentimes, when it comes to your weaknesses, is that you have to see all-time lows and the rock bottoms. You have to see that as an opportunity and a sign from God that you need to improve on something specific. And you guys wouldn't know that I have social anxiety by the way I talk to the camera, because I'm forcing myself to talk. And it's oftentimes not when I'm actually speaking that I have the anxiety, but it's when other people are speaking and I have to try and think of something to say. And I feel like with this YouTube channel, I've been doing pretty well lately. But all of a sudden, a glaring weakness of mine came out, and it's something that I've always struggled with, is those group situations where I need to speak my mind. But I see this as an opportunity, and I think the main reason is because I'm afraid to speak my truth around people I'm unfamiliar with. I'm afraid to say something that if it may go against something they say, maybe something that's kind of far out, maybe something that doesn't make sense to them. But the way you gain connections is by being yourself, by speaking your truth, because then you'll see who's willing to listen to you, be open-minded, and speak their truth with you, and then you see the people who aren't willing to listen to you and sort of just cut you off. As much as I don't want to admit it, I've always had this underlying fear of what people think of me, and it's something that I know people can relate to, and that's why I'm making this video, because some people have that a lot worse than others. My mom has always struggled with it. That's how it passed to me genetically, but at the same time, it's like, man, if I can't fix this, or if I can't at least get a little bit better, then I'm going to struggle, and I need to work on this. It's a wake-up call for me, and overall, I think that it was good. This is really what happened last night. Again, shout out to Northwood Shaman for that. That was a great conversation, great dude, philosophical conversation, and I hope that we can maybe do it again. But the only way you're going to get over this, like I said, is speaking your truth and getting out of your comfort zone, talking to people, making connections with people that you may feel a little bit uncomfortable with. If there's someone that has a similar interest to you that you've never really talked to, then go out and make that connection. Go hit them up on Instagram and hit them with a DM. Or if you see someone, start up some small talk, a conversation, because it brings energy. It makes people feel welcome to speak to you. And I know you guys have heard, being yourself, it's kind of cliche at times, but in reality, that's the only way you can get over this problem of social anxiety, is speaking your own truth and saying whatever you need to say. If someone disagrees with it, then that's fine. But if it's what you think, then you don't need to try and make something up to make other people feel better about you, because that's going to get you absolutely nowhere. You got to feel good about yourself, love yourself first and foremost. And if other people don't love you, then who cares? Who cares what people think about you? Seriously. Social anxiety is something that has affected me a lot in school. I mean, throughout my high school years, throughout my middle school years, I struggled in school. I would get bad grades. And I don't know if you guys know what a Socratic seminar is, but it's basically where there's like a circle and everyone in the classroom is having a debate on a certain topic. And I would fail those every single time. I failed them every time, except for maybe the 1 or 2 times that my teacher or one of my classmates called on me and asked me a specific question. I would never take advantage of something. Whenever an idea would come to my mind, I just wouldn't be able to say it before someone else went on to a different topic. And that tension, that pressure, that anxiety kept building up and building up and building up on me until the Socratic seminar came to an end, and I was stuck there with a failing grade, and it affected me with school because at times I wouldn't want to raise my hand if I had a question in class. I wouldn't want to go after class to talk to the teacher. But ultimately, the only way you are going to get over this is if you are able to be yourself, speak your truth. If it's something that is weird, that's okay, because that's who you truly are. Nobody's normal. Nobody's 100% liked by everybody. Everyone has haters. Everyone has people that don't like them. You have to find a way to drown out people's thoughts and opinions about you, because you cannot create that as your own reality, because you know, and you are really the only person who truly knows exactly who you are. See, I personally have always found my best times to be when I'm alone. I can converse with myself when I'm all alone for hours at a time. It's very strange, but I can converse in my mind all these thoughts, philosophical ideas that I'm not able to let out in front of people, but for some reason when I'm alone, I can. And I feel like I'd be much better off if I was actually able to let these ideas out in front of people and show my true colors. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It was just a wake-up call for me yesterday, that I need to find a way to get better, find a way to start focusing on myself socially more, improve, and be able to make more connections. There are actual people out there who are a lot like me that I'll be able to connect to if I was not as shy and socially anxious. So yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Let me know any experiences you guys have had with social anxiety. Again, it's everybody. Don't feel bad about it. It's gonna happen. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, share, and that'll do it. Will from PSYCHONAUT Visions, signing out.